Menteri Rangba Kajala Ukonrat ki sangma haga katsan trik jemang ulabu ya mawnongrim na kabenta bantay yak Indigenous Cultural Centre jong kaseng kasi kimi Mawkhar Shillong haka jingadan lang usumbut Menteri Rangba uba Preston Tensong Menteri Katanat Arts and Culture uba Polingdo kinongalam shlong kidekot kaseng kasi bat kiway. Kani ka center ya kabante haka jinglot kabankot katsan klur tingka kadai kabalat mu ban penwandur kum ka kordam kabaim syaka pateng jong ukasi. Kandai ka jaka omtang nakabenta ban pen iya ki jinglet tenrai henry ru ban beteng ban le eki ban ai pateng bat ban le kemen. Haka jingkren Menteri Rangba uloong. Kani kan amlong tang ka jingtay henry ka tenrai jong ka jingale ban penmi ya ka kol short kajaka kaba ka jing itu kerpang yangi ki jingle nyam ka jingai ka rukam ka tenrai na ka bentai ki pateng ki banwan. Menta la palat spa snem ya ki babun ki jingle nyam bakongsan la pelong ha ki jaka madan klem ki jingtay ki babyang. Ngila penbet da ka jingkot jingmot ka bapalang ya ka jinglong bakongsan jong kol short ha ki beriu jongi ula benram. Habakren halur ka jingkong san ban kentio bat penek pensa ya ki jingle jingkam tenrai konrat uloong. Habangi keren halur ka jing penek pensa ya ka kolshor ka rukom bat ka history ka jongi ya keren halur ka jingada ya ka jinglong tenrai jongi kum ka jet ben rio. Kiriti dostur jongi ki jingle nyam ka ktien ka thalit ka jingen kimdai tang ki jingbu kan mau jong ka menor hindre ki dei ka jing penpau ki ba bat ka jing itho ya ka tenrai ka jongi.
The members of the Senkhasi Khmer had approached the government, had met me personally, and had proposed to put up this particular Indigenous Cultural Centre. And that was the beginning of the process of being able to reach this point where today we are finally laying the foundation for something which I believe is going to be truly amazing. And I say that because I am a very strong proponent when it comes to preserving the culture, preserving our way of life, preserving our history, and celebrating it. And the reason is because that is who we are. That is our identity. That is what makes us who we are and also differentiates us from others. And we are so fortunate that not just in Meghalaya and not just in the northeast part of the country, but India as a whole is such a beautiful and a diverse nation. And hence, from 2018 onwards, it has been the endeavor of our government to continue to support, provide infrastructure, have different programs in order to promote, preserve, and as I said, celebrate the culture and diversity of our state. There were certain programs that were held, rituals that were celebrated. And I remember first time visiting and realizing that there were certain rituals which were centuries old. And yet when I reached the location, there was just an open ground with not even a place to sit. And I could not imagine that for 100 years the ritual has been happening here and there is no infrastructure. Immediately after talking to all the stakeholders, we sanctioned roughly about 4.5 crores. And I'm so happy we are still not inaugurated it. I'm waiting for the inauguration. But we have a nice gallery out there, a nice space, a nice location And I'm so happy to see that we are giving shape and structure and the necessary infrastructure for different cultural as well as important, significant aspects of the culture of our people and our state. And today's program is, as I said, another example of that effort from our side to be able to really preserve the culture of the Singh Khasi and the state as a whole, and the Khasi and other communities and tribes in the state of Meghalaya. We have realized, and we are very clear in our strategy, that whatever we do, it has to be with the support and with the cooperation and with the partnership of the community. If the government wants to succeed in different programs, we must reach out and connect with our communities, with our different cultural groups, with our different indigenous groups, with different organizations, with the youth, with the farmers, with the women group. And until unless we don't connect and work with them in partnership, we may be able to start, but we'll not be able to continue it and sustain it and achieve the goals and results the way we could if we did the partnership. And therefore, at every level, you'll notice that we are partnering with the community in all aspects. Our government believes in inclusiveness. For us, I'm very clear. I keep telling this, and I told this even many years back to our people when there was one election. I had one election, and I said, yes, during election I'm NPP, but once election is over and I become member of parliament or I become chief minister, every single citizen is my person and my citizen, and it's my duty to ensure that we are able to, without any bias, we should be working closely with every community, every individual, and all kind of organizations. And it is with that principle in mind. I just want to share with you, we have been in government last 7 years now, running 8 years. And we are running a coalition government. We had 7 political parties. And we had so many challenges in the first term. I don't know if some of you remember it or not. Different problems came up. But I used to tell everybody in my team that the only way to run a government is based on certain principles. Anyway, the only way to govern a state is to have principles. If you don't have certain principles and certain values, and those principles should apply to all, you cannot change the principle based on one group or one party or one MLA or one community. You cannot. And that is what has been the foundation of our government, based on principles that we will not segregate, we will not be biased, we will support and we will work with the community at all levels. And that is what drives our government, our decisions.